Wait.
Turn your light on.
No.
No?
No, I can't see.
Yeah.
You're burning out my retinas, people.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, you're live.
Hi again. Here we are late again. As always, I have a punctuality disorder.
Explain that we're using a new piece of equipment.
So, y'all said that I was too loud and Kelly was too quiet. So we invested in new video equipment. And now we can even hear Kelly. Say hi, Kelly.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today.
All right. So, technically challenged, but we're here. And now we can get started. So, what we're going to do, we're going to look this way. Today, we're going to build this cute little bowl holder. So, it has the Wrap and Zap inside so that you can put this cute little bowl of soup, or Kelly says she likes to use hers for cold bowls of ice cream, but we can put it in there and we can put it in the microwave without looking for a oven mitt, without spilling it all over. And if you're like me, you're going to put dark colors on the inside and it's pretty on the outside. So there you go. So today we're going to start out with 2 10-inch squares of fabric. So here's my outer bowl and here's my inner bowl, and 2 pieces of Wrap and Zap, also 10 inches. So one of these, and 2 of these, all 10-inch squares. So if we come over here, I'm going to show you I have one that's sort of prepared. And what we're going to do is we are going to draw a line from corner to corner. So we're going to draw diagonal lines like this. And really we're just quilting it all together so it doesn't bunch up. And I'm using a washable pen for this one. I actually prefer the friction pens, but I couldn't see it on this fabric. So we're going with a washable white. And I'm just going to draw a line diagonally like this so I can see. And it should have me sew straight, or that's the idea. So now I'm going to take the little square over to my machine and I'm just going to sew from corner to corner. I'm going to follow my line across my piece. And there's no need to really backstitch or anything because we're just holding this in place. Before I started, I took my pieces and I pressed them. And the reason I did that is because I'm not going to bother to pin. If I steam this on like this, as you can see with the one that I'm sewing, it makes it just stay put. So here I go again. I'm going to go do the other line, also across there.
Hi, Joyce. Thank you for joining us.
Okay. So now I still have my 10-inch square and it has a quilted line from corner to corner. If I was off at all at this point, like see here, my batting's a little big, maybe I didn't cut it straight, or maybe I didn't put them together well at the time, I would take that over to my cutting board here, and I would use a straight edge to just even them up. And the reason I'm doing that is not because I want to be incredibly precise, but when I go to put both pieces together, my inside and my outside, I want them to all line up nice, and that way I won't end up with a piece like, say, if this was bigger and I followed the line, the sewing line of my batting, I might end up with a piece exposed, or it just wouldn't be nice and neat. So I have that all done. So I would do that to both pieces, both my inner piece and my outer piece. Now they all would have the quilted lines in there. So now I'm going to make my pleats. So I'm going to fold my piece in half like this. And I'm going to use the lines on my board. I'm going to put my corner, so my folded corner, in the line there. And I'm going to try and do this so that you guys can see. So if you, so you are lining it up as I do. So when I go from my corner, I'm going to go over 1 inch and down 2 inches. And I'm going to make a line. And because I'm doing this on my Sharpie, or on my batting side instead of the right side, I can just use a Sharpie. And it's easy to mark on the batting. So I'm just going to draw myself a little line. Then I'm going to come down to the bottom and I'm going to do the opposite, right? So I'm going to make a corresponding line. So I went over 1 inch and down 2. So now I'm going to come up 2 and over 1. So they line up like that. And I'm going to make a little line, just like that. So you can see they're mirror imaged of each other. Now I'm going to come back to the machine and I'm going to sew that in place. So because I'm going to trim this piece, I'm going to trim this excess away so I don't have bulk in my seam. So I am going to backstitch both at the beginning and the ends because I don't want a hole when I trim it. I don't want to have a hole in my piece. And now I'm going to come down to the bottom and sew it too. Backstitch, follow my line, backstitch again. Okay, now because my piece should have, we want it to have 4 pleats, right? 4 equal sides. We're going to unfold it like that and fold it in the opposite direction. So now I'm going to bring it in half, but the opposite way. Just like that. Make sure I don't have any wrinkles. I have a nice point there. I'm going to bring it back over to my cutting board. I'm going to use my ruler and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to go over 1 and down 2 and make a line. And I'm going to go to the bottom. And I'm going to go up 2 over 1. Just like that. Back to the machine. So now we're going to do the same thing. Backstitch. Bring it down to the bottom. Backstitch. Okay. So now I have, I did it wrong. Oh no, I didn't. My goodness. Life is hard around here. Okay, I did it right. So now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim my corners. Just gonna trim it really close without clipping my threads. Just like that. I thought I made a mistake. I was scared. Sometimes when you rush, people, it is not a good thing. All right, so now, see it's cute little bowl shape, right? I'm gonna take the one, so everything we did to this one, we would do to the other side. Remember that this is our inner bowl, this is our outer bowl. So I'm just gonna turn this one right side, inside out, and I'm going to match up. I'm going to lay it inside the other one, and I'm going to match my corners and my little quilted line, and I'm going to stick in a pin, just like that. And when I come into my, so I have my peaks and my valleys, I'm going to have them line up, right sides together, and throw a pin in. All the way around. I love these long pins. These the little pink ones. They are heat resistant, rubberized, and they're long and sharp. So, gosh, they don't usually give me any trouble. I can put them in anything and they kind of keep everything in place. So here I go like that. And now we're nearing the end, but I know that I have to sew all the way around, but I need to leave a gap. So you don't want to leave a gap at the corner because it makes it hard when you turn it right side out to top stitch and keep everything inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a little mark and then another little mark. So this is going to be my start point and my stop point. And that way I'll remember as I come to those marks, because sometimes we get excited and we forget that we need to leave a hole and then we got to rip seams. And ripping seams is not fun. Sewing should be fun. So here we go. I'm going to start at my start area. And this is all about a 1/4 inch. Again, we're not going to wear this. It is not a bathing suit. The bowl will be perfectly happy. It's all good. I'm going to start and I'm going to back stitch because I'm going to turn this and I want to reinforce that area. So now I'm just going to keep going. And Kelly, what are we going to do?
Remove your pin.
Woohoo! Thank you very much.
I used clips this morning so that I wouldn't run over the pins. I was sewing at 7 in the morning.
You're so good.
And I used clips thinking of you all here.
Aww. All right. I'm going to actually lengthen my stitch. When I did my quilting of the stitches, I was at a 3mm stitch. And now since I have all of this bulk here, I want to make room for that fabric in between my stitches. So I've moved up to a 4. Ow, it bit me. So y'all giving me love? I haven't heard any. You're getting
Yes.
thumbs up and no hearts. I'm feeling insecure.
There are messages here, but I can't see them.
Oh no!
With our new little device here. I
Uh-oh.
can't-
We
I
might
can't
have to
read it.
work on that.
Oh, set up the little computer maybe.
We're getting lots of, I can see some hearts here.
All right, now I feel better.
I just can't see who it is.
Oh. It'll be a mystery till
Yeah.
later. We need the boss lady out here to help us. Hey, boss lady! Come in, she says. All right. Pulling all my pins, coming to my corners, leaving my needle in. pivoting. Now I have my end.
What could you possibly need me for?
Well, with that new system, it's very hard for her to see the comments, so we're not interacting with our peeps like we usually do. So you need to be following along with the class.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
I can't do everything, people. Alright, so I'm at my stopping point. I'm going to backstitch. And we're almost there. So now I've gone all the way around except my little gap where I'm going to turn my project. So at this point,
Here we go.
I can just trim everything up. So everything except the gap, I'm going to trim. And it will be enough. See how close I am? I'm probably, what size would that be?
Wants to know
1/8
what
inch?
kind of batting you are using.
For this project, we're using Wrap and Zap, just like we did with our
Tortilla one.
tortilla warmer on Tuesday. I love Wrap and Zap. So it's 100% cotton, as
Here at Mary Stitches.
available at Mary Stitches, and you want to use 100% cotton. I'm using Orifil today for my thread. We want 100% cotton fabric because microwaves do not like polyester. We don't want anything to melt or cause a fire. No crazy stuff. No Insulbright, people. That's not the same thing.
Right. Oh, if I sold any of you Insulbright, bring it back.
Good Lord.
Don't use it in the microwave.
Don't use it in the microwave.
Oh my word.
We'll use it for something else.
It's really kind of all the same thing.
No, they are not.
All right.
All right, so
And somebody wants to know, are you sewing to the corner or are you turning?
I am pivoting at about 1/4 inch from the corner. And see, when I come around now, I don't even have to clip that because I am allowed to get so close that when I turn this, it's not going to have any bulk in the corner. I've trimmed everywhere except that point where I am going to tuck that seam allowance in and stitch it in place when I top stitch. So now we're going to turn.
And Violet wants to know what machine you are using.
I am using one of my favorites, my Emerald 116 mechanical. So it's nice to see that everybody can do this project.
It's a nice little machine. It's heavy duty. You can go lightweight, heavyweight. It's the one I put in all the schools. They can beat it to death. It works every time you guys take it out of the closet. It's really nice.
I think I've had
It's a
mine,
nice backup machine, you know.
and I have an Epic too, but I always seem to bring out my Emerald 116. I think I've had mine for, 8 years?
Mm-hmm.
Probably, and she's still going strong. Never lets me down. They all have their purpose. My goodness, I am having issues today.
Relax.
I like the little camera thing.
Yeah, it's nice. I think we have a little light here that makes it brighter. Hopefully everybody's hearing everything well with the microphone. I don't have to worry
the
about putting my
microphone turned
finger
on?
in front of the camera.
All right, so Mary, tell us about our contest today while I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah, I think. Okay.
Oh, good
so,
Lord.
Okay, so if all of you...
And all right, never mind. I can talk and turn at the same time. So we were thinking about
the word.
all these cute little videos we've been doing, and we wanted to encourage everybody to share our videos
share.
because that helps us reach new people.
You know how your mother says sharing is good.
Sharing is good. So anybody who shares today's video in the next 24 hours, your name will be added to a raffle for a $10 Mary Stitches gift card. So
There you go.
that's all there is to it. So make sure you share, and some lucky sewer is going to win a $10 gift card.
And we say thank you.
And we will say thank you. That is a good thank you.
And all the I just finished all the classes for July on our website. So if you want something current, they will be sent out via newsletter like I always do. That will start releasing on Monday, but they are now on the website under Mary Stitch's classes. And I'm just about done with August also. So we're ahead of the game, people. Great lineup of classes. I want to see all of you here when we get back from vacation on July 13th or 14th.
Yeah, obviously I'm not in charge of that because it's on time and early. Y'all know about Beth's punctuality disorder. All right, so here I am. I am turned. I have my cute little pleats and I have my gap. So I'm just going to turn my outer fabric in so that I can capture that when I top stitch. I'm going to give it a press right there just to make it lay nice and behave.
Anna shared the stream, and then she said she shared with the world.
Woo-hoo!
LOL. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Anna. I'm just pressing my seam so it lays nice where it comes together all around my four corners. If you find you have a little stuck in part, you can always use a skewer or a corner turner to pop that puppy out like that. So now we're going to start right before our gap, if I can find my gap. Oh, gap, where are you? That means I did a really good job if I can't find the gap, just saying. All right, so now I'm going to start right before my gap, and I'm going to keep my stitch length long at 4, because remember, I want to keep all that lined up. Just checking. And now we're just going to top stitch that in place. Okie dokie. I'm going to pivot and continue. Because remember, take your time, people. This is a lot of layers of stuff. It's pretty heavy. Imagine quilting something with 2 quilts on top of each other, because that's really what we're doing here.
Hi, Joanne. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Joe. All right, pivoting. Making sure that all my little points line up. Readjusting as I go. We're in the home stretch, people. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! Okay, check it out. There we go. All done. Just gotta pop out my little points here. Make my pleats line up. And it's ready for ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yay.
Or a cute little bowl.
Popcorn.
And I can take it in and out of the microwave. I always have dark on the inside so that when I spill it, you can't see it and it won't stain. I can put it in the microwave, take it out, and it's a nice little cozy if I'm gonna have soup on the couch. I won't burn myself.
Okay, one of those is coming home with me today.
This one's Mary's. I figured.
Yeah,
And
that
that's
soup
it.
goes everywhere. Because it's hot. Oh,
Exactly.
that's brilliant.
I'm glad you're tuning in. Better like never. All right, people. 2 down, 8 more to go, or something like that. I hope you all enjoyed our little display. I hope you will share, and we'll
So
see
we'll
you
pick
soon.
the winner on
What's today?
today's Friday,
Tuesday?
Tuesday. Okay.
We will announce the winner on Tuesday,
Mhm.
so tune in. We'll find something else to do.
Keep sharing.
Keep sharing. Have a
Sharing
great
is
day.
good. Have a great weekend.
So on, people.